rain is holding off a little bit for us here, so we're very excited, and it is a great day nonetheless to be out here. If you haven't been out on a build site, there's obviously a lot of excitement out here, and it re-energizes me to have to come out here because now I need to come and volunteer. A very big announcement is coming today that's going to change a lot of lives in Wake County, and that's why everybody's been called here. Kevin's going to talk about just how big of a deal this is, and we want to say thank you to the volunteers that are out here too in the rain. So they're announcing a major partnership today that I'm going to let him explain, but it's going to double the number of Habitat homes in Wake County. If you are here, you probably have an interest in Habitat or just a love for them, as many of us do. If you can't volunteer your time, money always goes really far as well, and so we try to do a little bit of both in our house. I need to get out on a site, so I just want to say thanks, and we're going to try to keep it quickly while we have a break in the weather. But I wanted to introduce Kevin Campbell. He is the CEO of Habitat Wake, and so he's going to talk about what exactly is happening.
Thank you. Thanks, Amber. Amber is always with us for our annual fundraising breakfast. It's nice to see her a couple times during the year. She's a great partner. We are excited. This is a big announcement that we're making today, and we thank everybody for coming out. Thank to especially you all who are out here volunteering today. That's how it all happens. So it's great to have a big crowd gathered around. You know, we provide home ownership throughout Wake County to families primarily earning less than 50% of the area median income, and that is not an easy thing to make happen. And Habitat has found a way over 31 years now to make that happen, over 550 times in Wake County. But as we've done that, right, the county is growing and the need is growing with that. So that we feel compelled to seek ways to do our business in a different way and to seek partners to go really to a different level to help us grow and serve more families. So today, we're really all about that. We're all about serving more families. So I wanted to just have Carafala just step up. He wasn't expecting that I would ask him to do that, but we are proud of Carafala. He's a Habitat homeowner, just a few houses up the street here. He moved in recently. So we just keep in mind as we make these announcements, this is what it's all about. It's about real families in Wake County that have real needs, and they also are real contributors to our community like Carafala is. So the way that we make this thing that's not easy happen is through partnerships. And one of our strong partners over the years is Coastal Federal Credit Union, and we're excited to be here with them today. But they're not just starting out with us, they're a partner with us in many ways. They, a couple years ago, launched a Share the Love campaign, and they sponsored an entire house, and not just the house, but the land that it was built on. They made they raised $100,000 in their community and made that donation to Habitat Wake and built alongside the Kaleji family in North Raleigh to do that a couple years ago. Habitat Wake is Coastal is led by their CEO, Chuck Purvis, and Chuck has been a faithful part of our CEO build each year. Numerous staff members who are out here serve on our board, on our annual fund, and our family service committee. Many staff members at Coastal have volunteered to help build homes. It's definitely a part of the fabric of their organization. Numerous staff members of theirs donate to our restores to help us raise money that way. Many of their staff members attend our events, our Blueprint Breakfast and our Holiday Home Tour. They host a table at our Blueprint Breakfast and help us raise funds that way. So they've definitely been all in. And I want to now introduce to you, an organization being all in doesn't just happen. It happens because I think the leader is all in. And the leader of Coastal Federal is here with us today, Chuck Purvis, the CEO.
I am pleased to be here today representing Coastal. As Kevin indicated, we've had an amazing relationship with Habitat going back many years. More importantly, we need more affordable housing in Wake County. I was talking to Kevin a few minutes ago about their plans for expanding this neighborhood, which is a tremendous part of what they do. We are announcing today the commitment of $3 million to make low-interest loans to Habitat homeowners over the next 2 years. $3 million. that will play a role in helping Habitat double the number of homes that they're able to build over the next few years. We are all about community. This commitment is really from Coastal's members, who number 200 and some thousand around the Triangle. And so this is part of the commitment we make to sharing our success with the community. We already have 15 of those loans in our pipeline, and in fact the first one will close on June 1st in just a couple of weeks. So we're excited about putting 15 homeowners in Habitat homes over the next month or so. But we couldn't be more thrilled with the relationship and support that we've had with Habitat, and we're excited about making this commitment to the community. And with that, I'll turn it over to Jessica Holmes, who's with Wake County Commissioner.
On behalf of the Wake County Board of Commissioners, I'm really excited to be here to celebrate this partnership between Coastal Federal Credit Union and Habitat for Humanity. 28,000 families need affordable housing. And these aren't people that we don't know. These are teachers, these are firemen, these are policemen. These are the bus drivers that greet your child every morning. In Wake County, the living wage is about $15 an hour. The North Carolina minimum wage is about half that, at $7.25. Stable housing can be the difference between us paying $8,000 a year for a child to go to school versus us paying about $30,000 a year to house them in a jail. So we all have a decision to make. Do we invest in organizations like Habitat, who provide stable housing, or do we invest in jails? For me, the decision is very simple. Among those 28,000 individuals, I'm proud to say, at one point in time, my family and I, my mother and her 5 children, we were amongst that number. Today, because of stable housing, because of organizations like Habitat for Humanity, I became a first-generation college student, and then went on to become an attorney, and then went on to serve my community as a Wake County Commissioner. So not only can I run through lots of statistics, lots of numbers, I can bore you to death with those. But what I want you to take from this message today is that I am a living testimony of the difference that stable housing can make in a child's life. So therefore, on behalf of the Wake County Board of Commissioners, I commend Habitat for their work. And I commend Coastal Federal for going above and beyond and making sure that those 28,000 faces also have the opportunity to call a place home.
Once again, and I hope everyone is feeling the excitement that we have to be able to make this type of difference. I hope everyone understands also the opportunity that we have to be able to create and be impactful in stories like you just heard. And how many other stories are there out there that can be told by us being able to come together, by us being able to make sure we take our opportunities to help. And that's what the excitement of today is. Now I'm doubly excited in the fact that I have the opportunity of not just working for a not-for-profit financial cooperative like Coastal Federal Credit Union, who came to be part of this, but I also get to work on the board of Habitat Wake. So my excitement is double. But how can we continue to do more? As you heard these stories, and we know these stories are out there, how can we continue to do more? This commitment that Coastal is doing today kicks off what we are now calling the Together We Build More campaign. We want to shine a light on those 28,000 families in Raleigh, in Wake County, that needs that help when it comes to affordable living arrangements. How can you do this? How can we all do this? That's the challenge that we are wanting to lay out, not just to us that are here today, but to everyone within the Triangle. You can do this by financing mortgages. You can do this by sponsoring a home. $100,000 for the land and $5,000 for a day for building. Make a financial gift online at www.habitatwake.org. Or you can volunteer. Once again, we have great volunteers here today. Thank you once again for being here. That's a great opportunity to give back. There are more of those opportunities. You can do that also at www.habitatwake.org. And then other key, spread the word. Talk about this. Talk about these stories. Talk about these leaders. Talk about these volunteers. Talk about the work that is done every day to help build these dreams. With that, we're going to give it back to Amber. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we're making it out before the rain. And just want to say to the volunteers as well, thank you for working in the rain. I know it's just... Yeah. And also I wanted to do the unveiling here of the partnership, and now...
A big part of what we do for our members is make mortgage loans to them. We are one of the top mortgage lenders in Wake and Durham County. So housing is important to families, it's important to the community. So this is a way Coastal and our members can help share our success with others in the community that need affordable housing. So it's pretty exciting to be able to work with Habitat to take our mortgage program beyond our traditional members to families that need affordable housing in the Triangle. So it's a great opportunity for us, provides us more exposure in the community, but it's something our members should be very, very proud of and be excited to be a part of.
You know, this announcement, this growing relationship with Coastal is really transformational to us when we start looking at an institution providing mortgage capital and the leverage that comes with that. It just really helps us reach more families. That's an integral part of our strategy, and Coastal is the first institution to step forward on that, so we really appreciate that leadership. And it really does, you know, we're talking about, we built 500 houses in our first 30 years. We plan to build another 500 in the next 8 years with that. So that's when we talk about doubling, that's what we're talking about. And it's families, it's 500 families that will just make, you know, generational difference in those families' lives. So that's really at the foundation of all this, and Coastal's making that happen.